let's quickly take a look at what's been happening in Manipur, where students have clashed with the security forces and 30 people have been injured. Remember, two students who had gone missing in fact, 20 in July this year. Beg your pardon. Now, those students, they've been found dead. The pictures of their dead bodies have gone viral on various social media platforms, and this is the latest cause of unrest in this tiny northeastern state of India. I'm going to quickly read how it has been covered by the Times of India. Now, it says that protests over the disappearance and suspected killing of two students turned violent for the second consecutive day in Manipur as an angry mob torched a BJP office in Thoubal district, while clashes between security forces and protesting higher secondary students left 30 students, including several girls, wounded in Imphal city. Now, the clashes prompted the Imphal East and Imphal West district administration to reinstate complete curfew after briefly relaxing it. Do remember that internet has also been shut down in Manipur after it was in fact, on the 23rd of September is when internet was restored, and now internet has been shut down again owing to this latest unrest. And also, the Manipur government has extended the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, also known as AFSPA, in the state for another 6 months. It will begin on the 1st of October. However, it will not be enforced in areas under the jurisdiction of 19 police stations, maintaining the same status as the previous term that lasted from April to September. Now, it appears, Nancy, that Manipur is far from seeing peace again. You know, there have been so many things that have been happening in this particular state in India, and you know, the way people have reacted, the way both these communities, the Kukis and the Metis, have acted. I mean, it's all very tragic. Won't you say that?
Definitely, Neha. We have been saying this for the past 3 months now, that whatever is happening in Manipur is tragic, it's horrifying, it's painful, it shatters my heart every time we cover it. You know, the students now are involved. We are talking about young adults who are protesting. And I understand their rage, because if you know, think about it, that you are living in Manipur and then you see you know, videos going viral the moment internet is restored in the city. You see you know, in the state, you see videos and photos of your classmates or your friends going viral, where you know, they are being beheaded, they are being murdered, and their pictures is being shared by some kind of achievement. I think this kind of, you know, it triggers you know, the students. And I was just reading about it, you know, that 50 students are already hurt in the protest, and it says here that in Imphal, students tried to march towards the CM's bungalow and Raj Bhavan to press for their demands, and security personnel resorted to tear gas shelling to disperse them. Students' representatives were eventually allowed to meet the governor and the chief ministers. Protest marches were also seen in Morang and some other locations. In the afternoon, a mob torched the BJP office, as you correctly reported. And it says that, you know, the Manipur government, CM Biren Singh, has sought a report from the BJP to on what is the update on the case and what is happening, and action taken by the army against the student professor. Because we see, the moment the clashes erupted, there has been a trust deficit in the civilians, because they don't trust the security forces anymore. They don't want the security forces to help them anymore. So, I mean, how are we going to restore that balance, restore that peace, restore that trust again between the civilians? And now, first it was used to be women who were leading the charge in Manipur, who were not letting army professionals let in. And then we had you know, tribal people who were not able to trust the security forces. And now we have students who are merely 17-year-old, 16-year-old. They are marching towards you know, the government. They are asking questions that what is happening. Now we are also being targeted here. I think that is something that, you know, Manipur really needs to understand, and the government really needs to understand that now everybody is involved. Students are being, you know, hurt. Armies, because army really needs to calm down the protest, so they are using tear gases, they are using charges. But I think the way situation is getting worse, the idea of peace looks like a far-fetched dream right now, because I was reading from here that a statement from Manipur police said that the crowd used iron pieces and stone against them, and the use of force was in retaliation to that. Police also alleged that a weapon was also snatched from the forces. I mean, what is going on, there is no coordination among the security forces. Students are using iron pieces, they are marching towards the CM's bungalow, and to retaliate that, the security forces are using that force. I mean, this kind of clashes will go on, and this kind of retaliation, that if one person is triggering something, the other person is going to retaliate. I mean, if this goes on, the vicious cycle is not going to break like this, and the peace, trust, humanity is never going to get restored in Manipur.